Alright, start up the
Oh, Black
stream.
Betty, Panda Lamb.
Thal, you would be up for scribing if you're okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, and Elduin is our previous scribe. It falls upon you to remind us what happened last time.
Boy, such a heavy weight to carry, but
Well,
will do. Alright, previously on Holy Trinity, our heroes began to journey further into the crypt to discover more secrets that lie inside of it. They came across more zombies and whatnot, able to fend them off easily, and they discovered a strange pedestal with a interesting. Sorry, just gotta look at my notes. A strange pedestal with a indentation on it. And after that, they were able to find a small hole where they are able to crawl back up. This may be the same hole that the gas crawl through to carry through their victims. So once they were done venturing forth, they head back to Chaur to rest up to go back and venture forth into the crypt. But surprisingly, they get a letter from Blackwater to come meet with them. The meeting was more so a question for the Holy Trinity, whether they were to go with him or not, even though the Holy Trinity went with the Blood Hand. Luckily, the party was able to sway their way through Blackwater and played it off cool with him.
What's up, fun?
But who knows? Later on, the party went back to the crypt to venture further in to see what lies and what spooky things could happen. And that's it.
alright. So yeah, you had returned to the crypt to search around some more. It is the 44th of fall. Oh, I'm getting some background noise from someone.
Sorry.
I think it's
Man.
Matt.
I got that.
Oops.
My bad.
Eat your kid.
That's fine.
Man.
Yeah, it is the 4th of fall at 12:30 in the afternoon. You are all still within the dungeon area. What do you want to do?
I casted aid right before the break, and I wanted to make sure you guys have it in your information.
Yep.
I don't see it on extended effects. You might want to add it there just so we know who has it, because we're probably not going to remember in a game from now.
Where do I see extended effects?
Under the Holy Trinity information page,
Like,
there's like Stench Immunity, Mage Armor. Some of those Mage Armors could probably be... Well, I don't know if they're still going, but...
extended effects.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say, I like
No,
to
it's
recast
all-
that immediately.
Okay.
But yeah, anytime you have
well, I think
a spell that might go for multiple games, you want to put it here just so I can look at it and see what's on people.
I know I targeted myself because I have a +5 for my hit point maximum.
I believe you also are targeted Elduin too.
Yeah.
And I also have
and Gale.
+5.
Okay.
Alright, so those are probably your targets.
Yep. All right.
Just put the time when you start it and when you expect it to expire. But yeah,
Extended effects.
so you should all be able to see the area. Crawling back into this cage that's filled with bones and corpses and some water from the cave above. What do you want to do?
Wasn't there a wraith we were going to fight?
There was something that you saw.
We were
You
thinking
haven't
about
engaged
trying.
it yet.
Yeah. Gale will have his silver sword out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's 8 hours. Sorry.
And then I already took my mage. Yeah, I will just shall the group continue forward.
Eldon
Okay.
will just grip his great axe and just be like, I don't like this, guys.
It's our last
Neither
chance
do
to turn
I,
back if we want to turn back.
No, let's keep going. I'm interested to see what's next in this dungeon.
We need
We
to be
agree
cautious.
though, if it gets feisty, we all leave.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
I'm cool with that.
All right.
This is an really old place, and maybe there's some ancient artifacts in here, or some powerful spells, or who knows?
Well, that's what I was hoping for, but now I'm unsure.
Move us forward.
I'll move the party token.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm too scared too.
I was adding extended effects.
Does anyone have a passive perception of 14 or over?
Gale.
Yes.
So Gale, you think you would hear movement somewhere in the immediate area.
Everyone just be very cautious. There's something right across the hall from us.
Do we want to?
Take it
That'd be
slow.
great.
Do you have those caltrops?
Yes, and I'll pass one bag of caltrops and one bag of ball bearings to Eldwin, Gale, Ophelia, and Val.
I'm wondering if maybe we should throw some there and cause some attention to come back to us, and if we need to retreat, we can.
Throw a handful, if anything. Don't waste all of them.
We can pick them up. That used to be a game back in my home, back in the church. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw some ball bearings and caltrops right here.
Wait, Ophelia, maybe we wait until we see enemies and can arrange the battlefield for ourselves.
Can we just throw them and make a loud noise and draw them to us?
I could
Rather be
make
playing
loud
on our
noise.
own. I'd rather be playing on our own field than theirs. So, if you can make noise and draw them towards us, that's probably the best option.
So yeah,
Cool.
I'm gonna take the caltrops and ball bearings and spread them out here. And throw them. I don't want to go out and like around the corner. I just want to throw them right
I
there.
believe they create a 10-foot cube, if I remember correctly, right?
I think it's 5 by 5.
Oh, is it? All right. Well, go ahead and place a spell marker where you're putting the ball bearings.
So that one is the top one is going to be the caltrops, and the bottom one's going to be the ball bearings.
All right, so you are making some noise as you're emptying these all over the place.
And then I turn to Clank and I say, "Make the noise."
I'm gonna squawk and squeal, try to draw attention towards us.
Hey, something moves in the darkness ahead of you. Does anyone have a light source on?
I think Ophelia has her hooded lantern.
Elduin also has his necklace, which was enchanted by Clank, emits a small light.
Yeah, go ahead and
Oh,
place
yeah,
yourselves.
Symbol does that. Go back a step.
Alright. So if you have a light source, just mark yourself with the light icon and let me know what you have so I can put it on you.
Okay.
And you have what, Ophelia?
I have the enchantment on my
I put light
medallion
rocks
or on my next.
or enchanted.
I think it's
Ophelia, Eldwin, and I believe Thal.
What's the light radius on those? Because it's not a torch, right?
510. Correct.
Alright, I'm gonna make a
5
new
bright 10.
button for myself for that. Just so I can put it on easy.
I can't see anything.
Yeah. Ophelia's religious symbol, Eldwin's symbol
I
of
pulled the
cord,
wrong token.
and Thal's hilt.
There we go.
Alright, so the light rock is 5, 10. Let me see if this works. Oh wait, I do have a light rock already.
I was gonna say, I'm in your game. You don't. There's something wrong with me.
I have tequila on the rocks.
Alright, so the three of you should have light rocks now. Oh wait.
Do I have one too?
That's super dark.
No, I don't think they worked. Why isn't it working?
Is it 5 foot? Just Clank and Alduin showed up on my screen. Whatever you did to them.
I should have a hooded lantern.
But it's like a 5 foot reach.
I'm settled right behind Ophelia.
Can't see you.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out why this isn't working.
All good, all good.
I feel like, oh, hey. Okay, candlelight.
Wait. Are my mods even turned on? That could be the issue. No, the mods look like they're on. Is my torch one working? Yeah, that looks like it's
works.
working. Oh, that worked. Okay. I think I finally got it working. So, Clank, you have a lantern.
Yeah, and Thal should have a light rock as well, if he wants.
Yeah, I have the people. Well,
Cool.
Val, you have a light rock?
Or like a light handle or knife, I forgot. I think
Hilt.
it's a knife.
Oh, yeah.
Hilt, yeah.
Well, you go ahead and mark yourself with the light icon if you do.
Alright.
Might have to make different icons for different lights. Alright. So, you put the ball bearings down, and things go quiet for a moment. But then a creature moves around the corner.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, give me initiative rolls.
Please don't fuck it
Hey,
up.
I'll take a fucking 19.
I'll take an 18. Woo! Hot damn!
Sorry, Eldwin.
Eldwin's just shitting his pants right now, just seeing those spirits.
Cuz I said I didn't want to do this.
I
This
didn't
was
want
a
to
bad
do this,
idea.
guys.
I didn't like this, guys.
So, what at first you think is just normal darkness begins to move in unnatural ways as it begins approaching in a threatening manner. So the first act, make sure you're all on the board. The first act is going to be the creature.
Oh shit.
So it sort of moves around the corner, encountering Ophelia. The darkness lunges at you. Doing a strength drain attack. Well, luckily you were ready for it, and you would jump back, getting out of the way. Ophelia.
Oh fuck me. Strength drain is not good for me. Oh no. Oh boy. Alright. Sorry, guys. Not sorry. I gotta look and see what I can do here. That's fucking action. Oh, fuck me. Alright. Well, as my bonus action, I am casting Spiritual Weapon.
Right.
To hit the one right in front of me. Let me grab it and drag it on.
Alright, so your weapon pops into existence as you finish your divine spell. 22 would strike the shadow.
Alright.
Doing 4 points of force damage. Slightly disrupting it. But
Fail there.
still looking pretty strong. Anything else?
Yeah, and then as my main action, I am, ooh. I have it, hold on. I'm looking for the spell. I think it's this one. Yeah. Oh no, that's a bonus action. I lied. I'm not casting that. Sorry. But I will cast Guiding Bolt on the guy right in front of me.
Alright, you throw a guiding bolt, but 9 will miss it, unfortunately.
Oh. Okay, well that's my turn.
Gale.
Alright. I'm gonna move right here. Gonna use my silver sword and slash at that.
Okay.
Natural 20!
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Nice.
Goodbye.
Alright, so you
Wow.
would strike it.
Doing 11 points of slashing damage.
Alright, so unfortunately he would resist, taking only 5. As it seems a magic blade is needed for this creature. Anything
great.
else?
Wait, I thought silver affects them too, or no?
Not as far as you could tell. Looks like it has to be something non-magical. And that's it for you?
I will bonus action.
Oh, but that would wound it.
Bonus action. I'll just do it now. I'm gonna do my Crimson Right of the Flame, and take a D4 of damage to light my sword on fire and make it considered a magical weapon.
Go ahead and link that ability.
Yep. Right. Then right to the flame.
Where does it say it makes it a magical weapon?
All the writers and effect attacks you make with this weapon are considered magical. It's like
Okay.
halfway in.
And then I take 2 points of damage.
Alright, that is it for you.
Right. Yep. And then let me update everything on here. Ta-da. That is all.
Another shadow moves right through you, Ophelia. As if you were not even there. And it is going to go for the barbarian.
Oh boy.
20 versus AC.
Oh,
Will hit.
Alright, so the shadows grab at you as you feel your life force being drained for 11 necrotic. And unfortunately, your strength score is reduced by 2.
Okay.
That's it for the shadow. Clank.
well, that sucks. But I think I will throw a fairy fire out. I'm allowed to.
Alright, 20-foot cube there.
Yeah.
I think it would have to be here just because you would have to see the middle point.
Yeah. Cool.
I think, yeah, because if you put it one more over, you couldn't see that point. So there is an explosion of color as they attempt to dodge. So the first one does a dex save, fails it, and is now offering
green.
advantage. Second
they
one,
also-
13.
13 makes it.
Third one,
14
make
makes
it, and another one
Oh, fuck.
would
That does
fail
not make it.
and also become lit up. Alright,
Cool.
that is it for you.
Yup.
Thal.
I am going to move back to about here,
Mhm.
and I guess I'm gonna shoot this guy with a naughty touch. So touch.
Shoot, which guy?
The first shadow next to Elduin.
Alright, you fire some cold magic down at him. Yep, 23 will strike. Oh wait, sorry, that's necrotic. He would take no damage, as he seems to be immune to this type of magic. Anything else?
Yelled confounded, and I just move to the side a little bit.
Alright, this one is going to come over here. Seeing your flaming blade is going to grab at you. Gale, that is.
Sounds good.
17, I believe, misses you, luckily.
Misses.
So that would end his turn. Elduin.
Alright, so as a natural instinct, Elduin's going to go into his rage. That, and that. And red sparks start flying over his arms, and he's gonna take a swing at this ghost here with his great axe.
Alright, mark yourself as raging as you attack the shadows.
Alright, yep, there's that. Great axe. 16?
Yeah, 16 connects with your magical great axe, cutting into it, doing 12 points, badly wounding the creature.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Yes.
After that, Elduin's just gonna stand his ground and end my turn.
Alright, another one comes down the hallway. 5, 10, 15, 20, and the two of you would get oppies as it moves here. The two people in front, if you want to take them.
Alright.
It's not gonna matter,
Yeah.
right? I don't have a magical weapon.
Oh yeah, you don't have to take the attack.
Our turn's coming
Okay.
right back around.
It's not gonna hit, right?
I mean, it could hit. It just does
I mean,
half
it could
damage.
hit. It's just it might not do as much as you think.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna take it.
Alright, so you spend your reaction swinging at the shadow as it moves past. 20 would strike it.
Nice.
Doing 2 points of bludgeoning as it does resist.
And then Gale will also take that oppie. An 11.
Ooh,
Don't
no.
think that hits.
That will just miss as the sword clangs against the wall. So the creature moves over here. It is going to probably go for clank. 17?
That I think hits.
Alright.
That's my AC.
Oh, did you take off one for your strength, Elduin, for your axe swing?
Uh,
Because your strength is
I-
drained?
yes, I did. I modified my strength on my character sheet.
Okay. So, Clank, you are struck for 12 points of necrotic energy damage.
Ouch. Can I do absorb elements on that?
No, I don't think necrotic is one of the elements you can absorb.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like fire, cold, and two others. I think like acid and the other one.
How dare necrotic not be? And you need a what con save?
No save. You were just drained of 3 points of your strength.
3. Oh shit.
Indeed. So this one, 5, 10, 20. Wait, let me chart out how he moves. So he's gonna have to dash. And he is gonna give you an oppie if you want to take it, Mr. Barbarian.
Yeah.
Me too, right? Or no? Can't do that?
No, because you did not mark yourselves as using a reaction. Your reactions are used. You already swung at someone.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
take
shit,
the oppie.
okay.
I remembered, even though you tried to cheat there. Oh, well, looks like Elduin just cut him in half.
I didn't even know that was a cheat.
Thank you,
I thought
Elduin.
you could. I thought you could. I didn't know you only had one fucking oppie attack around.
Nah,
You have
it's
one
considered
reaction
a
around.
reaction.
Or one reaction. Oh.
Which you can use for an oppie or several other things that would require a reaction. But yeah, you just cut this guy down, Elduin,
Nice.
as your axe criticals and just slices him in two. New round. This thing is upset at you for spiritual weaponing it. So it is going to...
I think I owe a con save. But I got hit pretty hard before.
Oh, for your...
Sorry.
yeah. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I have the thing to remind when you need concentration checks, which looks like it's working, so that's good. Wait, who hit this guy? Was it Gale or was it?
It was me. It was Ophelia.
Alright, so it's going for you. But luckily, you raise your shield, keeping it back. Ophelia.
Oh, dude, spiritual weapon and firing off again on this motherfucker.
Alright,
Like it.
so it goes flying at him.
It's pissing me off, you know.
Oh, crit.
Oh,
These spiritual weapons fucks that shit up, man.
Great time to be wasting crits right now.
The shadow is slain. Gale.
Alright,
No, I saw that was only my bonus.
Oh,
Sorry.
right. What else are you doing?
I also want to. Is anybody else at disadvantage? No, from that fairy fire.
No, the two that were got killed.
This guy right here, that's right above my spirit weapon. I'm throwing another guiding bolt at his face.
Alright.
good.
I'm scared of these motherfuckers. Let's be honest here.
No, 10 would miss, unfortunately.
Oh my God. All right.
12 would have hit, but unfortunately 10 would not.
Why am I at disadvantage?
Because you are missile attacking a creature who is melee.
Fuck!
Yeah, if you look at guiding bolt, it is a bolt. It's a ranged weapon or ranged spell attack.
God, I fucking suck at this game.
It's okay.
You're fine.
So that was it for you,
Alright.
Gale.
I'm gonna just keep slashing, hacking and slashing. Silver sword.
Yeah. I think you do have a dex save cantrip that would be more appropriate in melee. 14 is going to cut him.
Alright, doing... maximum 14 damage on the slash, and then 18 points of damage in all, so 4 points
so
of fire.
It takes 16 as it seems to resist the fire. That is enough to drop it.
Alright.
Anything
And
else?
the fire is considered magical, by the way.
Does not matter. Actually, there's no such thing as magical fire. There's just fire damage.
It's just the damage itself is fire.
Yeah.
Or magical.
Magical, I think, only exists on the physical, like bludgeoning, piercing, yada yada. The other types are completely different.
Interesting.
This
Alright.
is the more I fucking know too, dude. This is a fucking learning session.
I guess it is. And then, what would be really nice? A silver dagger. I will turn around and get ready to. Actually, how's this one looking? Not good.
Very wounded.
All right. It's not going to be much, but I'll shank him.
All right.
Yes.
You shank at the enemy.
That's a miss. That's a 9. It's incorporeal.
Yeah, it moves to the side. All right, this one is gonna go for Eldwin again because you slashed it. But it completely misses. Luckily, clank.
Oh no. Well, friends.
The one next to you looks like it's about to lunge at you again.
I bet it does. I am going to honestly take the dodge action
All right,
and squawk and squeal like a crow that's being eaten.
it's being strength drained. All right, foul.
Bitch ass crow.
Alright, since I know they are immune to necrotic damage, I want to shoot the near death shadow with magic missile. Try to take it down.
All right. So you chant casting magic missile against the literal darkness.
Yep. Cast magic missile against darkness.
At least some people got the joke. Pew, pew, pew. So you shred him with force damage as the essence falls to the floor. Ah. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
Alright, that shadow is dead. Elduin.
Alright, Eldwin's gonna turn to this spooky guy, just and yell, "I'll save you, Clank!" and swing with his great axe.
Alright, yeah, 16 connects as he's about to go at Clank. Ooh. You clip him, which basically just pisses him off, and he turns towards you now.
Sorry, Eldwin.
Anything else?
Nope, Eldwin will still stand his ground and end my turn.
Alright, the shadow now turns towards Eldwin and attempts to grasp you. 14?
Will hit.
Alright, so you take 11 necrotic damage, as you cannot reduce this with your raging. And...
What?
yeah, because it's necrotic. He's not a barbarian.
Which is going to be the subclass that I pick up.
And another 3 points of strength drain, unfortunately.
Oof.
That is it for him. This guy is dead. Into round 3, this guy is dead. Ophelia.
Spiritual weapon. Moving up.
Moving on up.
Bang, bang, bang. I want to cast it on him.
Alright, so it flies at him, moving 20 feet and swinging. Oh, no, it would miss. Unfortunate.
Well.
See, now you could guiding bolt him because he's 10 feet away.
Yeah. After he's fucking wounded and there's nobody else, and I.
Or you
burn
could
yourself.
just throw a, what's it called? A sacred flame.
Flame. Yeah. That's what's happening.
Alright, so it sees your fire coming and will jump to the side. Indeed it does, and it avoids the sacred flame. Anything else?
18 hits, right?
No, the dex save is 13. It rolled an 18, so it beat it, so it takes no damage.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's it. I guess I'll undo.
Alright, Gale.
Step right here. Slash at it.
Alright, you cut it with a fiery sword.
Oh,
Shoot.
yeah, that'll hit. 21.
21
Nice.
would indeed hit.
Doing 8 points of slashing plus 2 points of fire damage.
Okay. Are you under the strength thing right now? Is that why there's +6?
Yeah, I have my mutagen.
Okay. So it does 8 and 2, which will drop it. Alright, so things are quiet again as combat ends. What do you all want to do?
Run up to Eldwin. Oh my god, how are you? Are you feeling okay?
It's just gonna be like, I don't feel good, and he's gonna look at his arms like, what happened to me?
You can feel everything seems heavier now.
My act feels heavier.
Oh no, do you think we should go back to town and recover?
Yes. I don't think we should go further. That
Yeah,
I
hurts.
think.
Quite
Yes,
more than what I
I
was
think
expecting.
any further could be potentially even more dangerous than what we just faced. So yes, I agree. We need to go back to
We
Chaur.
can praise Paler, or at least we put a dent in the scourge.
Eldwin just then pukes on the ground.
Mm.
Sorry.
Ophelia runs up and does a medicine check.
Is there anything to be taken off of these, or did they just disapparate?
There is essence.
Yeah, so they have shadowy essence that can be collected if you have a different vial.
I have 2 vials left.
Alright, so a religion or alchemy check can collect their essence.
Can I help Gale do
Alchemy.
this again?
Yeah, up to 2 people can work on it.
Oh, that's the worst roll I've had helping you out, bud.
It's alright. Do that plus that. Oh, fuck you. It bounced off.
Alright. So you are collecting their essence.
Mark off a vial.
I also want to be on high alert just in case I hear anything.
You would get 10 GP worth of Shadow Essence. For crafting purposes, they are CR 1/2 creatures.
Okay.
I tell Gale, take it all. I'm so sorry I couldn't help more.
Oh,
I've never seen these creatures before.
I said 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be 10. So the group wants to head back. If you want to know more about the strength drain, medicine or religion might help out.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Mm,
I'm gonna medicine check Alduin here.
nope, I don't have anything with
And
Hunter's Bane, so
Can I cast guidance on myself beforehand?
Yeah, it's an instant check, so guidance would assist
Alright.
you.
So spend a minute praising Palor as I...
Well, it's one round, so it's like 6 seconds. You just do a quick blessing. 17, you believe that your friend Elduin is already recovering strength. You would guess in an hour of rest he'd be back to normal.
Oh,
I relay
Gotcha.
that to Elduin. Go, it'll be okay, bud. You feel stronger already? Just give it like an hour. You'll be back to normal. Just need to rest a bit.
maybe we rest
Yeah.
instead of turn back.
So mechanically speaking, short rest will cure this strength drain. Or any rest for that matter, short or long.
Maybe we should get out of here.
I'm okay. Yeah, do you want to go check out the bandit base? Or should we go back to town?
Well, let's take a rest.
We
I mean,
should.
should we rest here? Just a quick one.
We need to get out of here. Then we take a rest, and then we go and investigate the camp.
Cool. Sounds good.
Alright, so you have your rope set up. You're going to go back and climb out.
Yep.
Oh, you moved. Alright, so you climb back up, finding yourself once again in the nearby forests. You remember that there is a farm to the south of you, but it's a ways. It's not right here. And you are going to attempt to rest in the brush, right?
Should we walk around and look for somewhere to hide better, or are we just
Yeah, you can try to find an improved campground, which will reduce the chance that you're attacked. That would be a survival check, up to 2 of you.
I wrote that.
do a survival check. Don't fuck me.
I got a +3 for survival.
Got a 15 because I got a +4.
Alright, you gotta give it a roll, Ophelia. Okay, so the 2 of you look around. You find a little secluded area in the woods that you think would do well to hide the group. This is probably the best you're gonna do on kind of short notice, unless you want to look around more.
I think that's good.
Alright, so you attempt a rest.
Gale will climb a tree and try to just rest up on one of the branches.
Alright, so I'm passing time unless someone lets me know what they want to do during the time.
Before it begins, I'm just gonna do a quick pop off with one of my channel divinity bombs apiece and just heal anybody who needs it,
Thank you.
just in case
Thank you.
something happens.
I'm gonna remove that.
Alright, so 2d6 plus your wisdom modifier to each
So
each
+3,
ally.
if you guys want to roll.
2d6 + 3.
Yeah.
So
So you walk
I'm already
your...
at.
All right, thank you.
I'm already at max hit points, so
6.
Now, does your short rest recover the channel divinity at this level?
Yes.
Alright. Anyone else doing anything?
Eldoin's just gonna pop a squat at a tree. Just relax after that scary fight.
I'm going to use Arcane Recovery to regain a spell slot if we short rest.
Okay.
I'm also gonna harness divine power to do the same.
All right. So the time passes. You are able to complete your rest. Go ahead and spend hit dice if you would like to.
Do I have to take a short rest in order to recharge my strength?
Yes,
do the strength
you do have to finish a rest if you want to gain the benefits.
Oh yeah, I want to do a short rest too. Okay, so I have to roll a hit dice to do a short rest?
No, but to regain your strength drain, you would have to do a short rest if you have any.
Oh, okay.
That hurt.
Alright, yeah, I got it.
Alright, so what does the group want to do?
Well, Scout.
Go take a look at the other base.
How far away is the other base, do we suspect?
It is a
22 days.
3-day journey.
Oh,
So I suspect we should, I don't know. You guys got anything you want to do?
I'd say we go back to Chaur for now. That's a long way.
Yeah.
We need to prep properly for going 3 days away.
Need
Do we
supplies.
Do we want to finish exploring the tomb, get that done first, and then go over there, or go there?
Well, if that's the case, we should just go back right now, right?
I'm fine with that. Whatever you.
Wait, if go back to the tomb or go back to Chaur?
I'm fine with going back to the tomb. That's just me. I'm good. I'm like in terms of spells and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Elduin?
I'm actually okay for at least another fight and see if it goes easy or not.
Yeah. Cool, I'm about that. You've spoken your words, and I'm all about that as well.
Alright, yeah.
Let's go.
Back in.
Alright. You head back down into Hadrox's lair.
Why does that name sound more menacing than it needs to be?
Hey, yeah, it keeps getting worse the more you say it.
Fucking Shatterkai.
Alright.
Somebody
Do
wanna
you
move
say
forward?
do you say that under your breath? Really?
I don't know if I know it's a Shatterkai or not. Actually, I may know, but I don't think I know you're a Shatterkai.
Yeah, Gil will give you a little side eye, like, okay, if that's how you feel.
Alright, so go ahead and just, like one space at a time, or at least a couple spaces, and if I start talking, just stop moving. Something might be happening. Your caltrops and ball bearings are still on the floor in here, as the shadows did not seem affected by them.
Can I spend a minute picking them up?
Yeah,
You can.
I'm gonna help out as well.
Gail's
And I'd hand them back to Ophelia.
gonna take the moment just to, in preparation, do my Crimson Rite, just to prep. Please roll low. Please roll low. 3. That is the remaining of the temp hit points. So
It's not just temp hit points. It's 8. So
it's the maximum.
maximum.
Yeah. But you can still heal up to that.
You gain that, and then you also get it for the whole 8 hours. So that's your new max HP.
Yeah, actually, 8 is not temp at all. They're real hit points.
Yeah.
Because you can be healed.
Yeah.
They
Right.
You would probably just want to, in your max HP, put +5 and enter if you're using Roll20.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
So
that's what-
then,
Because that'll record
Not
your.
great.
Yeah.
then I would have needed to roll those 2. That's 3. What's your wisdom modifier?
3.
3. So that would be 6. That would have put me at full. So now down 3 is 31. Okay. Thank you.
Fucking Terraria music. Oh, I got you, bud. All right.
Alright, so
I
you
stopped
come to
hearing-
the trap, which the illusionary floor you know is there. It looks like a normal floor, but you know there are spikes underneath. If you're
Yep.
not careful.
I say we continue south and we go through that passage where the Minotaur ran. Because we haven't explored that area.
You don't want to go west or north. You want to go south.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm going for.
Okay.
To the north there is a door, which you haven't opened yet. And to the west, well, you don't know what's west, you haven't been there.
Well, while we're
can I do a
here, we might
perception
as
check
well.
to see if I hear anything coming from any of the different directions.
Currently, no, you don't hear anything.
Okay.
I say if we're up here in this corner, we might as well just get this corner done.
Sal?
That's
Yeah.
fine by me. I'll just. Yeah, that's good.
Hey. Tiptoe around this corner here. Going.
Okay.
And that way we're close to an exit as well.
Alright. I want to inspect the door and see what it looks like.
It is a large double door that seems to open away from you.
Uh,
Does anyone have, well, if you... Are you trying to open it?
no, not
Okay.
yet. I'm just inspecting it and knowing if I hear anything. Beyond
Is-
it, I'm like super weary at this point based on those fucking gas or whatever the fuck they were.
Is there a keyhole?
There is, yes.
Can I take a peek through it?
So you look into the keyhole. You don't see too much. It's dark in there. You think you see a carpet, but you have a very like narrow field of view through this keyhole.
Okay. Is the door trapped or locked?
So if you try to open the door, it does not want to open, so you believe it is locked. The handle
Alright.
turns, but the lock prevents the two doors from pushing inward.
Okay. So it's not trapped but is locked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Can I do a Clank? I think you have a better thieves tool check than I do. I have a +2.
So do you have Thieves' Tool proficiency?
Yes, I do.
I do.
So this lock looks fairly well made. DC 15.
I pray that Paler was able to help guide Clank to pick this lock well.
Okay.
Cool. And I will use an inspiration.
Alright, so you have advantage.
Dex.
Lucky you do, because 21 would be enough, as there is a clicking noise. You think the door is open.
I'll take a few steps back and ask if they want. You want me open with my magic hand? And I cast Mage Hand to show them all my hand.
Say,
Looks like a bird
wow,
hand.
I like your hand. Why does it look like a kind of feathered though?
Everyone's kind of confused at Clank's hand. What?
Oh, I just
Bird
made that up. I
hand.
don't know if it actually looks like a bird hand.
Is it more like a clawed foot than a hand?
Oh, dude, I
It's
was
just a
thinking
wing.
literally like fucking like a little tuft of feathers with 5 little feather poofs sticking out for fingers.
Love it.
Before Clank does that, I'm gonna take my mutagen. I will link it.
Don't you have the strength one going already?
Short rest takes it off, but I
Reset
also
it.
get it back.
Oh,
So.
alright. I just would have assumed you would have upped it at the end of the short rest if it lasts the whole, rest. Do you have a limited use of those, or is it just
It
one per
resets
short
every
rest?
one per short rest.
Okay, so it's not like
And then-
an actual resource, it's just an ability.
Yep, then level 5 I get 2, and then level 7 I can temporarily get rid of the negative side effects.
What's the negative side effects of the... You said you're using the strength one, right?
Yep, so the strength one is I have disadvantage on dexterity saves.
Okay. Go ahead and link that.
Marked down. I hope you're ready for fireballs.
Yeah. There is potency.
Okay.
So then increase it by +3.
So you believe the door is unlocked.
Yep. And
Clank.
Are we going in?
Yep.
Can I tell if the door is actually unlocked?
You gonna try to open it?
No.
That's why we have the mage hand.
I mean,
Let the mage hand
At this
do
point,
it.
if you pulled the handle, it's probably just gonna open. If you turn the
I
handle.
don't trust it. Mage hand. Bird hand.
Mage hand.
From 30 feet away.
So
I opened the door.
Yeah, 30 feet away. We're back up fucking up 30
Yeah.
feet. All right.
Get us.
Alright, so the party backs up a ways as the mage hand opens the door inward. You can click on the door to open it. Inside, you would see what looks like a bedroom. From here, I don't know how much you can see.
We can see a bed and a rug and
Creep
probably
forward
a little.
slowly.
So there are some old, kind of decayed-looking remains on the bed, and it would appear there are old blood stains on the bed itself.
Oh, no.
What is this?
There is a rug, like an armoire. This looks like a bedroom. It looks like a very old bedroom that hasn't been disturbed in a while. There's dust everywhere.
Blood stains.
We salt and burn the remains. I've heard that that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's customary.
Is there a way
Can
I
I-
can tell how old these remains are?
How would you do that?
Isn't there like a way to tell how old a thing is? How long something's been dead?
Probably a
Bones or
medicine
whatever?
check.
Maybe investigation. Or yeah, maybe medicine. These look like they've been dead a while because they're bones. You would guess probably like maybe several decades.
Oh. Whoever killed this guy is
I
long
mean,
gone.
you don't think this room has been disturbed in a while either, judging by all the dust and the
Maybe
fact that it
the-
was locked.
There's clues.
Are the remains?
Well, let's
Fey,
close this door
humanoid?
first. And can I relock the door?
Sure. Give me a.
Or actually, I'm not going to relock it. I'm just going to close it.
Okay. So you pull the double doors closed, or push them closed, sealing the room.
Can I detect if there's like, if this is like the proper disposal of remains that the church would have done in order to like
Ooh.
prevent evil spirits with like a religion check?
Lay
Hell,
them
you
on
have
a
detect
bed?
magic.
Yep.
You would
that's
I have
guess
detect magic. We
you
take
would
10 minutes.
guess someone was
Sure.
living here. This doesn't seem to be part of the crypt, or if it was, this might have been like some kind of caretaker who was down here. But you
Yeah.
would see that the furnishings do look fairly high quality, so it's a little odd for where this is.
And then the remains, do they look human, elf, like dragonborn?
That would be a medicine check.
Thal and I are gonna cast
that's
detect
me.
magic ritualistically.
Yeah, I will
Right.
do a medicine
Yep.
check. 14.
You would guess these are human remains.
All right.
So 10 minutes pass. You get your detect magic up. You would see something magical coming from inside the armoire here.
Let's check armoire, and we should also check desk. There might be notes or clues or books to what happened, but something in armoire.
I'm gonna look under the rug, like just pull it, see if there's anything under the rug.
Clank, how about you check the desk? I'll
Alright.
check the armoire.
So you
Good
probably
plan.
maybe just roll up the rug.
All right. It's just standard ground, nothing underneath it, no doors or anything.
Oh,
Ah!
There is some sort of trap door down there underneath the rug.
Always look under the doors or under the rugs and beds, baby.
I look over and applaud Gale as I get really excited about it.
Does anyone have history?
Yes,
Yes.
I do. Or I
think
don't have
I
training.
do.
But does it have to
proficiency,
deal with
I
fae,
mean.
fiends, or
Yes, I
undead?
do.
No, it's not Fey Fiends or Undead.
Okay.
You would think that this rug might be worth some money to the right person. You would guess it is a bit of a historical artifact, probably worth about 40 gold pieces. So it looks kind of heavy and bulky. In fact, a bunch of this furniture could be worth something if you could figure out a way to get it out of here. But the rug is probably one of the things you could actually carry, even though it would weigh like 30
Can we
pounds.
put it in the bag of holding?
Yeah, if
How
you
much
roll
would
it up,
weigh?
30 pounds.
Cool.
damn, that's a heavy ass rug.
Yeah, it's a big clothy rug.
Eldon will just like help roll the rug up for them.
I look at it and say, Clank, I really like this. I want it.
The rug. We'll put it in our room in the end.
Nice.
But yeah, there is a trap door down there.
We will investigate that later.
There you go. Should we check out this armoire?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna also look at the bed underneath it, under the pillows, the sheets. Basically, toss it.
Many decades of dust are under the bed. The sheets are kind of gross because of the blood stains. Looking under the sheets, it doesn't look like there's anything in the bed itself.
Okay. That's all I need to know. Thank you, Lou.
Invest. Yeah, I mean, you could do an investigation roll if you want to be thorough.
Do it.
Normal. Yeah. It's an 8.
Yeah.
I
So
find nothing.
yeah, you don't think there's anything here.
I already found my major piece. That's all.
I'm going to check the armoire.
Cool.
All right, you're pulling open the armoire.
Yep.
So the armoire gives you a little bit of trouble, but you do finally manage to pull it open. Inside, you would see several potions, which might be where the auras are coming from. You also would notice what looks like an old scroll covered in dust, wrapped up and kind of off to the side.
Another scroll.
So
There you
2
go.
potions and a scroll in the bottom of the armoire.
We got some potions and scrolls. Guess I hand the potions to a nearby person, and
I
I'll
can
take the
take a
scroll,
look at those.
check it.
All right. Well, the scroll, you're gonna unroll it and see what it says.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it.
I peek over as I'm trying to look as well.
It is.
Well, he's...
Yeah.
Sorry, you go ahead. I'll do my thing after.
The scroll is written in common. It contains the spell Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
Cast at level 4. So a little higher level than a normal Cure Wounds.
Damn.
Could Ophelia cast this?
I think she's the only one that can cast it.
Yes,
I
although
could as well.
if you can't cast level 4 spells, there is a chance of it failing.
True that. So
Because it
that's
casts
all
as if it is a level 4 spell. It might still work, but there, as I said, there's a spell failure chance. To cast a scroll, I believe you roll a d20 and add your spellcasting modifier, which is, whatever ability score you use, and you have to beat 10 plus the level of the spell. So you'd have to beat a 14 for this spell, or else the magic would just fail, and the scroll would be used.
Alright. I'll hand it to Ophelia. Here, you might like this.
And you might want to mark that it's at level 4, or else when you pull it out in 8 games from now, you will have probably just cast as a level 1 spell.
And then I'm gonna take a look at those potions using my doing an alchemist check.
Alright, so you use your
I'm all
alchemy
excited.
to identify the potions. It's gonna take
Dirty
you
20.
it's gonna take you 20 minutes to do both of them.
Sounds good.
Can we cut that in half if I help him?
Do you have alchemy?
Ooh, I thought I did, but honestly, I don't think I do. Never mind. Just kidding.
Okay,
Nope. I'm
so
waiting on. Yeah. Cool.
10 minutes
20 minutes.
pass. The first potion is not something. Well, do you have proficiency in herbalism?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you would identify this as a potion of healing.
Okay. Standard or...
Yeah, standard.
Alright.
So during your time identifying the second potion, it's about 2:05. You think you hear something out in the hallway. You haven't finished identifying the second potion yet. What do you want to do?
Edwin, bar the door.
Lights off.
Okay,
Lights
yep.
off.
Eldon will just go by the door and just try his best to keep it closed.
Okay.
Clank's gonna jump in the armoire.
There,
Jumps up thinking she's gonna help.
so it sounds like another one of those spirits, as there's like a low moan as some kind of creature moves through the hall. It doesn't sound like it's coming towards the group up here, but it does sound like it's fairly close. Maybe in the crossway down below somewhere.
Just be silent. Bar the door.
So you're not
Ophelia
gonna
cracks
you're not
open the
gonna
door
try to.
and wants to see if she can see.
Oh,
Do it.
all right. Give me a stealth check.
Oh dear.
Alright. Alright.
Gail's still looking at the potions,
Love
just
it.
like
Love it.
shaking his head.
Love it.
Can you see in the dark?
No.
Alright, so you peek out into a pitch black hallway that you hear something moving around but don't see it. You would guess by the sounds it's somewhere over here. As the door opens, it stops moving.
What do you see, Ophelia?
I just closed the door again.
You see?
Give me another stealth check. Oh, is anyone else near the door?
Eldwin is near the door.
Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
Alright, so yeah, neither of you see anything as you very attempt to quietly close the door again. Alright, so feeling silly, you very quietly shut the door, no longer hearing
Silly
anything out there.
Gail's still looking at the potion.
Alright,
Let's go.
time passes.
I think there's something out there.
You don't hear anything out there anymore. Either it left or it's being very quiet now. But the second potion you would identify as another potion of healing.
Alright.
So standard healing potion.
Can I
Gotcha,
look through the desk for any books or notes or?
That is not a desk. That is a dresser.
Well,
And,
can I look through
There are fancy clothes inside of it, although kind of old. I think it would be a noble outfit for the item. But yeah.
I'm going to.
Is it like a dress?
You would in fact find a dress in there, making you think a woman was living here.
I hold it up to
All of the
Clank and I
clothes,
was,
in
"How does it
fact,
look?"
are feminine.
I was like, oh
I'm
my
gonna
gosh,
give
what
a-
do you think? As I look at the group and I'm holding it up, like, what do you think?
I love it. It needs a little hemming.
Looks nice.
Aldo, and I'm giving
Alright.
you one of the potions of healing.
Alrighty.
And Clank's gonna hold out the bag of holding for Ophelia, so she can stuff all the old fancy clothes in it.
I get excited stuffing clothes into the bag.
Makes you look fat, Ophelia.
Nice.
Whips your head and looks.
Are you
Hey,
turning back on your light sources?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I just have mine be permanently on?
Well, you turned it off when you heard the noise in the
Yes,
hallway,
we
you
did.
said. So
Oh,
that's
did
why
I?
I turned it
I
off.
did. That might have been. I wouldn't have. All right, good to know. Yeah. All right.
I assumed you had, because if you were the only one with a light source, it probably would have drawn whatever was out there towards you. You can't really stealth with light on, especially in a pitch black area.
I'll appreciate your kindness because I was not thinking of that.
Yeah.
Ophelia is getting a little bored after there's nothing else, and she just wants to go open the door.
The
which
trapdoor?
door?
The trap door.
Alright.
But there were no notes or anything, books hidden in the dresser that could give us clues to.
No, as far as you could tell, the dresser just has clothing, as well as the armoire that has more like pants and nice shirts hanging up. Some
Ophelia,
boots.
You think we should leave clothes here? We don't want to take people's clothes. And this is just
Yeah,
a trash bin.
That's probably a good idea. We can
Cool.
leave the clothes here.
Then I'll put all the clothes back.
Okay.
Neatly folded.
But I want the rug.
Oh, the
We
rug
got
is
the
in
rug.
the bag of holding right now, I believe, right?
Yes. And this is just a trash bin.
That is
something.
looks like some sort of nightstand.
Cool. Anything in the drawers or in or around it? Books, diaries, writing, gems, jewelry.
No, nothing in the drawers. Like I said, except clothing.
Cool.
Alright.
I'm done.
Real quick, I want to before you open the trap door, I want to kind of knock with my staff on the top of it, so, a few knocks.
It feels solid. Probably could support quite a bit of weight.
Okay.
You would also notice that there is a lock, a small lock that's kind of built into it. It doesn't look like it's the highest quality. DC 10 probably to pick if you didn't have a key.
Elwin's gonna take a. Elwin's gonna lock pick it.
I'll say,
With the
slam it.
sledgehammer.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say you could probably smash it. Cause some noise. But
Yeah, he's gonna take a try. So what do I roll if I don't have a
I
lock?
pray. I pray that Palor is able to help Alduin in his journey.
Well, if you don't have a lock picking tool, you can't pick it unless you're trying to smash it. That would be a different action.
I'm just gonna smash it
With your axe.
with my axe.
Alright, so you heft your axe up and bring it down on the lock, completely annihilating it. Because the metal like kind of crinkles a bit and like a bunch of wood cracks from the impact.
I just turned to Clank. That's how you open the door.
Good job lock picking, Alduin.
Everyone's
I
just
just-
like smiles and gets a thumbs up.
Masterful technique.
I smile at him reassuringly, actually proud of him that he did his thing.
and now we have a new visitor.
So
Oh fuck!
as you're all congratulating yourself, something
that's a
comes through the wall over here.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, you would be surprised.
Damn it.
Give me initiative rolls.
Oh fuck! You just hear Velius sound like an old man. Oh fuck!
Other one's like, guys, what's behind me?
Gail got a 21.
It may have heard the loud smashing noise you just made.
And then the cheers afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the cheers.
Well, that's not too bad. Clank finally gets to go first. Bad enough initiative rolls for the last fucking 3 months.
Oh, I think my thing crashed. They restart it.
Oh, that means the monster's dead.
It's like when you're playing in real life. When the token falls over, it's dead no matter what. It doesn't matter.
Dude, it's the real life equivalent of when you're going through the shopping, you're paying for something and your card doesn't scan. You go, oh well, means I get it for free.
It's all for
Every
free,
fucking person you
baby.
say it to just rolls their eyes and go, "Oh my god, if I've heard this 1,000 times, I'm gonna shoot the
I
next
know.
person that says it."
I worked. I worked in retail for a little bit, so I'm like, yes,
did
I
I.
remember. I remember
Ah,
that.
understand.
Still being
Yes.
Oh shit.
No, it just means that
I'm
I am
sorry.
taking
Oh,
all your
fuck.
money.
Actually, I'll say that.
Well, yeah, it's got a free round anyway.
All right, no, it's you guys aren't surprised by it because it didn't actually know what it was gonna find here. So it does go first, however.
Can I change my initiative here? Oh yeah, okay. Because the first one I rolled was a 12.
So
I
it
figured it out.
comes through the wall, immediately looking right at your barbarian, and says, "Give me your life force," as it tries to grab you.
Elduin just goes like, what?
That's oddly erotic.
Oh.
22 will hit.
All life shall not exist within the tomb. You are struck for 22 necrotic,
Oh my god!
and I need a con save.
All right.
That is unfortunately not enough, so you suffer life drain as your max is reduced by 22.
Oh.
Clank.
You alright?
Oh shit.
Well, he's still at full health, so that's good. Or almost full.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna launch some lightning at it.
Alright, you fire lightning at the creature. 13 will strike it.
Oh, yes. And I'm going to add the extra d6 to this.
Alright, unfortunately, it seems to resist it, taking only 6 points of lightning damage.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, anything else?
Don't think so.
Alright, Gale.
Take a step right here and stab it in the throat.
Alright, it doesn't seem to have a throat, but you can attempt to stab it or slash it.
All right, so silver sword. 18 to hit.
Yeah, 18 would strike with your silvered blade.
All right, 13 points of slashing damage plus 1d4 plus 1 point of the crimson right damage.
That's fire.
Fire.
Alright, so you do strike it. And yeah, it resists the fire damage, so it takes 1 and 13, so 14. Now it is looking angrily at you.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? Thal, what do you want to do?
Should I be next?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's
Alright,
Please.
Ophelia.
Okay. Well, Ophelia's fucking terrified by this thing. So she is immediately going to throw off a fucking guiding bolt at it.
Alright, you completely miss. It didn't even have to dodge. It just flies past it.
Yeah, she's fucking. Oh, what the fuck to do? What the fuck to do? Oh no. I don't like this.
Kill a motherfucker.
Also, Lou, I wanted
Sorry,
to do.
guys.
I'll do it next round. It's all right.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't want this fucking thing. A spiritual weapon again.
Alright, you spend another second level spell summoning a spiritual weapon to your side.
22 to hit.
22 would strike as it impacts the wraith.
Hit hard, hit fast, and fuck it in the ass.
I do need a damage roll though. 8 force, alright.
Sorry, I was dragging it. 8. What's the +3?
That's if you crit, which you didn't.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Alright, Thal.
Alright,
Fucking terrified.
yeah, I'm terrified too, so I'm gonna run to the corner, and I don't want to get that thing's attention because he can one-shot me, so I'm gonna not do anything. That's it, that's all my turn.
Alright, so you don't do a spell. Dodge action?
I don't want to get his attention.
It's probably smart. So, like, dodge action, basically.
Yeah, I'll take a dodge action.
Alright, Elduin, you are not feeling great, though luckily at this point the Wraith is now looking towards your ally and not you.
Oh boy. Well, learned my lesson there. He's just gonna just get himself back up after that life drain and be like, my life is the cord, not you, fiend. And he rages.
Oh.
And he'll take a swing at him with his great axe.
Risky. Alright. Yeah, 14 will connect. Getting his
Alright.
attention off of your ally. You do 17 points of damage,
Shit.
and he is now upset at you again, but that did wound him. Anything else?
I will do.
The Wraith goes, he says, "You shall pay for stealing from my wife." And he is going to lunge at you, who just hit him, trying to do another life drain. Oof, 19, I'm guessing, would get you.
Yep, it gets me.
So 32.
Holy shit.
What's your max HP normally?
It's at 10 right now. But normally it'd be 32.
Okay. So, does that kill you?
Yeah, I'm
He
done.
has a DC 14 con save.
Well, no. But if he goes to negative, double his max, which I think with the drain right now is only 10. So I think he is past negative 20. So that might just kill you.
I'm done.
Alright, so you go down. You've been slain.
No!
The Wraith now turns back towards Gale. Clank.
Oh.
What's the
I'll-
oh shit.
I'll throw a magic missile on it.
Alright, so a magic missile, or 3 magic missiles, streak across the room, dealing 12 damage to the Wraith and putting it near death.
And then I'm gonna scoot over here.
Alright, anything else?
I'm gonna yell to Ophelia to help Eldwin.
Alright, Gale.
Watching it just outright kill Eldwin, Gale goes into a slight rage, and he shouts out, "For that, the Raven Queen demands your sacrifice!"
Alright.
And I'm going to, first off, do my Blood Maledict, Blood Curse of the Marked.
Alright, you target him with your blood magic. Go ahead and link that.
Yep, paste. And then I have to find.
So D4 extra necrotic. Got it.
Yeah. D4 necrotic towards me. It's just
Oh, to activate it.
to amplify it. The curse mark just gives me an extra D4 worth of damage for them. I will.
Where does it say that? Or am I not seeing it?
I'm putting it right there, right now. As a bonus action, creature you can see within 30 feet of you. You mark a creature on your turn. It's an extra Hemocraft die. But I am going to use an
Okay.
inspiration to get advantage on the attack.
Alright, so you attack with advantage.
And good thing I did. 23 to hit.
Yeah, 23 connects. As the Wraith turns towards you, you cut it with your blade.
So 10 points of slashing damage.
Yeah.
3 points, so 1 point of fire damage, plus an additional 2 points of Hemocraft damage.
It fades away. And things are quiet now. Unfortunately, yes, it looks like your ally has fallen.
I sprint over to him and do a medicine check, see if there's anything I can do.
It doesn't seem like there is. He seems dead.
Can I offer a prey to Palor and see if
And we should
He'll respond.
probably speak in the other channel for a moment. Um, Elduin.
Old one.
Yeah. I shall return. So, do you have any other character you want to try, or, I guess, how do you want to do this? Or are
Wasn't
you...
really.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
We could possibly try to figure out a way to bring Elduin back, although he's still pretty low level, so it's kind of hard at this level.
There is an ability I will link to the chat. It's called Warrior of the Gods. Basically, if there's a certain NPC or a character that does have like a raise dead spell or something similar to it, they won't need any components or anything. I don't know if that will help in some way.
Yeah, they'd have to find someone who could actually bring you back. I don't, well, there might be someone in town, I guess. And that's that's your barbarian path to zealot thing?
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, you'd probably have to be brought back to town then. Yeah, so you do want to do something where you keep playing Elduin.
I do.
Alright.
But if it weighs down the rest of the party, then I'll be honest, I don't have a backup character.
Alright.
But I can come up with one like next week if it helps.
It might be good to have one. I just have to figure out now, because usually there's more involved with someone coming back after they die. I would just have to figure out how we could make that work. So if you do want to play Elduin again, I could think about it a little and see how I'd reincorporate him. There might be like some quest involved or something to find someone who can resurrect you. Because it's unlikely in this small town there's just going to be a priest who can do it. But there might be. There might be someone nearby or something. So yeah, I just have to think about it a bit. I mean, new characters generally the easiest, but obviously, if you've invested in a character, sometimes you would just want to keep playing them. So yeah, I can, like I said, I could think about it.
Want to try to keep playing Elduin.
All right, yeah, I'll think about how we could possibly get him back then. Yeah, so let me ponder that. It just might be a little bit. All right, so that's all I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
Welcome back.
So what do you all want to do?
We're gonna get out of here.
Do we want to check the
Ophelia.
trapdoor first, though?
Nope. We're gonna go.
Ophelia starts crying, leans down to him, touches his necklace, and says, "You'll be avenged, but we're taking you back to celebrate a hero's death."
Alright, so the group heads back out of here.
Yeah, Gale will
We
pick up
take-
his body.
Yeah.
Alright. So you, I'll just say you can walk down the hall. Doesn't seem like there's anything else here. So the group heads back out into the forest, having to pull Elduin's body with them. And you said you're heading back to town?
Yeah.
Alright. So I need some checks for traveling again.
Survival.
Yeah, it would be 2 survival checks.
Guys, thank
Although I
you.
guess, well, yeah, you're a little bit off the road, so to get back, you would require some survival.
Easy, 22.
All right. So a couple of hours later, finds you back at Chaur. The guards seem very upset as you come in with your fallen comrade. They say, "What happened?"
Gale
Even
won't say
talk.
anything.
You just see Ophelia holding back cries, and every time she tries to speak, nothing comes out.
All right. Well, you enter town. The people are all distraught as they see you come in with one of your allies fallen. No, no, the Trinity. What happened? What does the group want to do now that you're back in town? Also, it is now about 5:05, as it was about a 3-hour journey back to town.
I want to take off Alduin's necklace, the one that I had seen him playing
Maybe
with all the time, and
we
hold
take
it.
him back to our room so we can talk to those close to us and make sure he ends up where he wanted.
We need to figure out how he needs to be buried.
Yes.
All right.
I'm sure. Yeah. So that's what I think we'd want to do.
So you
Music.
return to the Maplewood Inn, to your stronghold, or your room in the Maplewood Inn. I guess it isn't really a stronghold.
We'll ask Lenny to make sure we have our privacy.
Vernie, you mean?
Vernie, yes. There we go.
Vernie nods and says, "Of course, of course." All right, so you retreat to your room. Do you want to let Shock or any of the other NPCs in, or are you just like keeping everyone out for now?
I think Shock and Melody
Yeah,
would be
so
allowed in.
they, of course, are distraught when they hear what happened, and they would come and see the group and see what happened.
Can I pray to Palor for possibly some guidance on what to do?
So Paler doesn't generally answer directly, although you do generally feel better when you pray, but you wouldn't expect him to just suddenly answer a question without using magic.
I don't have anything to use.
Gale is going to place Alduin's body on a table and just do a quick little prayer over him. Basically saying, Goddess, take his hand and his soul and guide him through the twisted afterlife. Make sure he arrives to Cord's grace safely. And may he ever continue living on in battle under his grace.
What are you going to do with him? I assume there'll be funeral rites, and we'll have a proper burial for him.
As soon as we know how it would befit him, we will bury him. Does anyone here know the burial rites of a combatant of Cord?
Shock shrugs. He says, "I'm not much of a religious man myself."
Would I?
Yeah, religion check, you might know something.
I'm gonna cast guidance too. If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hold on.
No, you know a little bit about Cord, but you can't recall any of the funeral or burial rites involved. Shock sighs. He says, "How did this happen?"
A wraith.
I'm unfamiliar. Some sort of undead.
Yes,
It wasn't
steeped in necrotic energy, they have the ability to just suck the life right out of someone, and that's what happened.
He leans against the wall and nods. Melody is crying a little. She says he was such a generous soul and such a good person. He didn't deserve this. Alright, so I guess what does the group want to do at this point?
Um,
Can I go to the Shrine of Palor and see if anyone might know something that might, like a spell that could possibly help and bring him back?
Yeah. So you go talk to the priest there. Though you know that resurrection magics exist, but generally only the more powerful priests and clerics within a church can do it. You don't think anyone at Palor's shrine in this town can. Or at least you'd be very surprised if they could. So you go over there and speak with them.
Oh my god, I need somebody, if anybody that can cast a spell to help somebody on the brink of death, or possibly if they've crossed the veil.
So the priests seem saddened as one of them says, "We heard what happened. I'm so sorry, but
Is there
none of
anything I would
us."
do here?
He says, "None of us know how to bring the dead back. I'm sorry."
Anything. There has to be someone. She pushes on fervently.
Well, maybe someone in Highguard could help. There are more powerful priests over there. You probably have to move quickly, though. The longer he's dead, the harder it is to bring him back. He says it's a risk, it's hard to say if they will be willing to do the magic for you, though. It's not something they will do for just anyone. And those often who are called back do not wish to give up their afterlife. He says, "I'm very sorry, Ophelia. But
Try
maybe."
to slowly hang my head and just go, no, I know it's supposed to be the natural path. It was too soon, and there's nobody to blame but myself.
He says, "You can't blame yourself. You've already done so much for us, your group. You." He says, "It's not your fault."
She just says, thank you for the kind words, and just turns and walks away back to the inn.
All right. Yeah.
it's a stretch, but would Gale assume that Blackwater could potentially have a book about burial rites of the different gods, seeing that seems like something he would kind of have an interest in?
It's possible, but his stuff is more historical than religious. Historical and arcane is what most of his collection is.
There's still a chance, and chance is worth asking.
Yeah.
Gale will go up to Blackwater's estate, and knock on the door.
Alright, so... Let me check something. So the guards at the gate would stop you and say, why are you back here? You've already expressed that you did not wish to work with Lord Blackwater.
I just need to see if he has a book about burial rites. One of our group has fallen, and we do not know how to proceed with his procession.
Give me a persuasion check.
12.
He says, Lord Blackwater does not run a library. You and your group can find your own books. He just crosses his arms.
Fair. And you'll turn around.
Alright, so I'm gonna pass some time unless someone else wants to do something. And actually, let me talk to Eldwin again for a moment.
Yeah. Eldwin, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, my friend.
Give it this way. Eldwin fought to help his friends, and that's what's important to him. Or was important to him.
You did go down with an axe in hand. Cord would be proud.
That's very true.
All right. Well, for that, I'm gonna go make a drink in toast for Eldwin.
It's so rough. I'm like taken aback. Don't even know what to say.
Oh.
I'm just like, oh no, death is real.
Yeah, my hands are kind of shaking from this, honestly.
Like,
This is the-
we were talking of some possible options while you were gone.
This is the first actual death I've seen on a D&D game. Because my other game, you were able to bring her back to life, but damn.
Well, yeah.
I just don't know if it's worth it. I'm trying to think if it's
Well-
like, if it would be in accordance with Paylor to like stop the body from decomposing and travel to Highguard.
So off topic, do you
Oh.
have characters in mind? Replacements and all that?
Honestly, I didn't, but right now, I got a few like brainstorming immediately. I mostly have them saved on D&D Beyond, but I think honestly, maybe be a cleric of the Grave Domain.
That'd be cool.
Ooh.
That or be like a fighter battlemaster or a ranger hunter.
Hmm.
Shit, are we about to be an evil group?
I'm not
A
even.
blood hunter, a necromancer, a cleric of the grave.
That's some fucking holy trinity, man.
Sometimes to beat the bad, you have to be bad.
Hey,
Just because
I
you're
just
bad
want to
doesn't-
point out, just because I do Hemacraft doesn't mean Gale is evil.
And to say too, Grave Domain also just helps with the transition of death a lot easier. It doesn't really like want to bring death.
Yeah, no, that's the same thing. That's the whole. Why do you think I kept bringing up the Raven Queen? Because
Well, either Grave Domain or the Wart Domain.
but yes, anyways, whiskey on the rocks for the fall of Elduin.
I've been sober for about 2 weeks, so I'm just gonna toast just with a seltzer.
That's fine. Cheers, mate.
I'll take a
Here-
hit for you.
Here's to Alduin.
Yeah, to Elduin.
Fool of a toque, but a friend to others.
What would be Elduin's burial like? What would he want his burial to be?
Burn at the pyre. That or a Viking funeral.
Yeah.
Like Darth Vader.
Something like that.
Gotcha.
Honestly,
Let's
yeah, honestly, I had the Wraith gone for me, I could have tanked it. I have resistance to necrotic.
Two, that would have killed anybody.
No,
Well, it wouldn't have killed him if he wasn't life trained. That was the thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you let Gale take that hit, like it might have downed him, but I don't think he would have died from it.
Yeah.
Or if he took half damage, I think he'd still be alive.
Yep.
Uh,
Alright.
We could have tanked one more round. And damn. But 'tis the game. As I said earlier today, we are but cogs in the machine.
Tis the game.
Yeah, no, how does it feel to be the first official death of the game?
Man, I don't know.
Well, at least we can say we got it out of the way now.
not sure
True.
that's how it works.
No, everyone who hates being the first death, so at least we don't have that hanging over our heads anymore. Death is still very much an option and a constant threat, but at least we can handle it with a little more grace, I guess.
Thankfully, we're not playing second edition where if you hit 0 hit points, you're dead. Just dead. Nothing. Or was that first edition? I'm not sure.
Even Gypsy knew that this moment was important. She came in and rested her head on my lap.
She senses the sadness.
I know. A good girl. Such a good girl.
Alright, so is the group planning on doing a funeral for Elduin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Put him to rest
Yeah.
within the graveyard of Chaur?
The other option is we need to go to High Guard.
He wanted to be burned at the pyre, so we would take him out somewhere as a body to have a
Did he
burn
tell you you want to be
burial.
burned at the pyre?
That's out of character information.
Yeah, that was out of character. So in character, they would have no idea.
We have no idea. I mean, Gale can make a religion check, but
Yeah, I mean the general rituals, at least of the priests of Palor, is a burial. But
can Gale make a religion check? I mean, yeah, it's my only advantage would be Fey, Fiends, and Undead.
Cool. Well,
Does
then
a
let's bury
17?
him.
do you have religion training?
Yeah.
I mean proficiency.
No, I just have I have that Fey, Fiend, and Undead.
Maybe you would have heard somewhere that a lot of the Cord people end up being burned.
Alright. I mean, with that, it's glancing knowledge, but Cord's followers upon death usually get burned, whether that be on a pyre or
on a ship or something.
Well, how about we move his body to the shrine, Shock says. Give him a resting place for the evening, and tomorrow we can commence with that ritual. I don't think it'll do to just leave him on the the table within the inn. Have the priest
That I can
prepare him
agree.
for holy orders.
Gale will
Shock.
Gale will pick up his body.
I go to accompany them to the shrine.
Alright,
Drop it
so
off.
you head over to the shrine with, as I said, several of the villagers kind of watching in the distance, following you. Dropping him off there, the priest would take his body from you and kind of lay him out on one of the side tables and start performing religious rites on him, preparing him for his trip to the afterworld. Or not afterworld, the afterlife.
I stay and help with the rituals because I would know how.
You see, Gale is a little uncomfortable being in the shrine, but he stays and surveys it.
Okay.
Guess we can pass time again.
Yeah. Go back to Maplewood.
Wait for tomorrow.
Okay.
That's what we have to do.
Subtract gold, increase comfortability.
Hang on, I'm doing something. Just checking something.
Write out your will. Tell
So-
the group what.
How late are you staying there, Gale?
Just until they finish the body, prepping the body.
Alright. So you stay there, you watch them prep the body, maybe give them a nod of respect as you head back to the inn to rest.
I will stay there for quite a bit.
How long is quite a bit?
Is it night time?
It's
Right.
about 5 o'clock right now. Maybe about 6 o'clock at this point after all the religious rites and everything.
Right.
Gale left, so you, I think, are the only one still there with the priests. One of them would say, "We shall get him ready for the burning tomorrow. You don't have to stay here."
I'll just stay here for a little bit. I'll say, maybe 30 minutes, and then I'll head back.
He nods and says, "Of course, stay as long as you wish." And they continue their rituals.
Well, I'm still there conducting the rituals too with them.
Yeah. I assume at night, though, everyone's going to head back and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, it's getting towards evening. Go ahead and do your upkeep. Let me know if you need to know those numbers.
But yeah, Elduin. Rest in peace.
So it's pretty late in the evening. You all are kind of turning in for the evening. When one of the priests comes into the room, into your base room, seeming a bit disturbed. He says, "Something's happened. You must come with me quickly."
Do I have a long rest?
No, this is still evening time.
Okay, so let me take that back off.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you when a long rest would
Sorry.
pass. It's probably about 11 o'clock in the evening at this point. So I guess some of you might be turning into rest. All right, so I'll say there is a frantic knocking at your door, Ophelia, up in the inn.
Okay, I answer it.
So yeah, a little
And then he,
looking fairly tired. There is one of the paler priests there who says, "You need to come with me right now. Something's happened."
I immediately yell for the rest of the party and saying we need to go now.
Hop
Gil will
off
get
and
up
go.
and
Your rooms are close by, right?
Yeah.
Gil will grab his
So
things.
you awaken everyone. Are you gonna take? Does anyone have armor that takes a while to put on?
You guys
Uh,
can hear me, right?
it's just
Nope.
Gail's got the half plate.
Connection? I can't hear anybody.
Oh, Mike, yeah, I can hear you.
We can hear you.
I can hear you. So you head back to the shrine, taking some time first to get armored up. And when you get there, you see several priests sitting around one of the priests who appears to be dead, laying on the ground. He looks like he was drained of life force, much like Elduin was, and Elduin's body is missing.
Oh shit.
They say,
Would I know what caused this?
give me a religion check.
Can I pray to Pela for guidance real quick or no?
Sure. Well, apparently not.
Would an
Let
investigation
me add this
help?
D4 real quick, just to make sure.
I mean, you would probably guess that something like a wraith did this, because it looks like life drain.
Can I make an investigation check? And with that, I'm assuming, can I do it at advantage because it has something to do with undead?
Yeah, sure. Well, it wouldn't be investigation. It would probably be religion if you get undead knowledge.
Yeah.
Just not as specialized if you don't have the 11.
That's 11.
So there are a couple of different types of undead that drain life. Obviously, the wraith that you fought, shadows have necrotic damage, and several incorporeal undead can do something like this.
I know what this is out of character, but with that roll, Gale wouldn't recall it.
I know what it is too. Yeah.
So one thing that you would notice now, with your passive perception, is that there are signs of passage. Whatever it is that killed this priest may have fled from here.
Well, it is.
Can I make sure this priest is not going to come back as another corporeal?
You're going to chop his head off?
beast?
Oh, examine him?
Yeah.
Give me a medicine check. You're not sure. You don't see signs of it, but I mean there are spells the priest can do to sanctify the body to make sure. Unfortunately, they didn't think to do those to your ally.
We didn't take a rest.
No, you didn't do a long rest yet.
Okay, so
Oh, let's go chase these tracks, eh?
Two.
Yep. Gale will start following the tracks.
All right, give me a survival check.
23.
Alright, so you follow the tracks, which appear to go across the street, kind of into the graveyard area, then continue north towards the Cursed Church.
There we go.
You see up ahead in the moonlight a figure just sort of standing there, kind of on the path leading to the Cursed Church. It doesn't seem to notice you yet, but you think the tracks lead up to it.
Does it look familiar?
Even with the darkness, as you get closer, it looks like the form of Elduin. Except he might be breathing hard and kind of, yeah, something looks wrong about him.
I'm dropping a spell.
Can I? How far away is he?
At this point, he's probably about 30 feet or so from the group.
I would like to cast Mage Hand to kind of like, I guess, can I like put my Mage Hand on his shoulder and kind of like shake him, or like do something like that?
Tap him on the
I
shoulder.
recommend it.
Yeah, tap him on the shoulder.
So you tap him, and he would turn towards the group. He looks extremely pale, with a bit of a wild look in his eye. He shakes his head and then has a bit of recognition as he sees you all. What would you say to them, Elduin, as you come out of this strange bloodlust that you were in?
You would just take a moment and be like, guys. And
Elduin, what's happening?
What's going on?
Elduin looked confused, like, what are you talking about?
You died.
What?
You died in the crypt.
And then you start to see Elduin just starting to freak out, like, but how am I still? His hands are shaking, just looking at his own skin.
Can I?
I need you to get away from the church.
Yeah.
Come
Elduin
towards us.
Elduin would just walk towards the group. It's like slowly.
Gale will, as he gets within about like 10 feet, Gale will hold out his hand. Just stop right there.
He stops.
Clank's gonna go run over to him and hop on his shoulder. Yep, feels like Elduin's shoulders.
Does it feel cold?
I feel cold, yes.
Can I do a medicine check to see if he's alive?
Sure. Give me a medicine check.
17.
It seems like he is, though his life functions, like his pulse, seem extremely lowered from what they should be. So, like, his heart is beating, but very slowly. Much more than you would think is possible. Actually, religion might tell you something about this.
I'm also going to take that.
14.
So,
Fucking my religion. I need to get my intelligence up.
so yeah, with a 14, you have heard of this type of thing happening, though it's not usual. You believe he may have become some sort of like Dampier type creature, possibly from the drain that happened to him. Which is like a kind of like a half undead. Not exactly like a normal undead, but kind of like part undead, part still living. Something must have awoken him from his death. Because it doesn't just usually happen from being drained. There might be something more sinister going on, perhaps something to do with the crypt you were in, or the way he died. But he seems to be himself, at least for now. You would know that often Dampiers do have to feast off some unsavory things, which might be why he drained the life force of that priest.
Oh shit.
Okay. Oh,
Well, then what's
damn.
the last thing you remember?
Remember swinging at that wraith, praying the cord to strike it down, and then darkness.
Might be something with that church over there.
And then?
Well, there is something wrong with the church, but I don't think that's the cause for whatever's this.
Do you remember waking up?
No, Then I see you guys.
I
Right.
take off Alduin's talisman and I go to hand it back to him. I say, I think this might be better for you.
Elden will take the talisman and say, yes, it does.
At this point, you would hear noise as you see Shock come running up. He says, I heard something. What in the name of the gods? He looks at you, Alduin. He turns around. He looks back at the party. He says, what happened? Did Elduin kill one of the priests?
Are you familiar with a Dampier, Shock?
He says, no. Is that some sort of, another sort of undead creature?
We think that an undead creature may have been inhabiting Elduin's body. And when he left, Elduin came back to life.
Shock looks around. He says, well, everyone thinks he's dead. What are we going to do?
That is a good question. I can make a disguise.
Well, there is the issue of... I don't think we need to hide him more as we just need to address the issue of him coming back.
People will not take someone coming back to life like this.
Shock nods. He says, especially if he killed one of the priests.
Yeah.
I don't suggest just trying to play this off as nothing not of something that isn't a big deal.
No, this is definitely a big deal.
Ophelia, maybe you and I can head to the shrine while the rest of the party sneaks Elduin back to the Maplewood.
Shock nods. He says, it is pretty late. Just try to avoid the guards. I don't think many people are out in the streets tonight, especially if you stay to the farm and kind of go off road. You should be able to get him back there. Bring him in through the he says actually Verney's awake.
Maybe we should take him outside
let
of
us
town.
Sorry, what?
Take him outside the town.
That's
I was
always
gonna
a
say.
possibility.
I trust Bernie would turn away if asked.
Shock says, hopefully, if we want to risk it. Oh, I guess we could try to sneak him in through a window.
Does it
But-
have a back door?
There is a door to the tavern, but it's locked in the evenings. The only unlocked entrance is through the bar, or through the front door, unless you want to try to pick the lock or something.
We could try that first and then try the window.
I mean, we could, if we don't want to attract attention, we could try to go there, take these backwoods, and try to go here. It's just...
How do we get
This.
into the Maplewood is the big thing there.
has to be through a window.
He says,
And how
well,
do we- yeah.
I don't...
Or do we go out into the woods?
He says, and I guess I should probably ask the obvious question. I mean, he's already killed one of the priests. Is he going to And he says he doesn't remember. Is he going to do this again?
That's why we're gonna keep an eye on him.
We will make sure he doesn't.
If he does, Paylor's will would be demand that I have to bring him down as much as it would pain me.
Well, it seems we have some tough choices to make, but you have my support, Trinity. I owe you for more than I can ever repay, so just tell me what you need of me.
I said we just hide him in the inn for now until we
Cool.
figure out more.
God, can you just be our lead and travel a good distance ahead of us and make sure the coast is clear?
He says, well, I'm not all that stealthy, but I can keep an
Sure,
eye
what
out.
if you went to the
No one would
shrine
question you if you were walking.
where the investigation is going on and collect information about what people know while we go back to the Maplewood?
Investigate what?
Just hang around the crime scene and see what people are talking about. I assume there are people looking into the priest's death.
He says, yeah, I can ask. So he heads over towards the shrine. So you are trying to sneak him, Elduin, back to the Maplewood?
Yeah.
Yep.
Give me... Well, it's pretty late, so I'm not going to make you roll stealth. I'll say you come down kind of this way, avoiding the guards. Now the question is, once you get to the Maplewood, how are you getting him in?
Should we distract Bernie?
Is Vernie even awake?
Vernie is usually up till about 2 a.m. at the desk. So yeah, he is up right now.
I can maybe convince him to come to my room to fix something that's broken.
Maybe we can just be honest with him and tell him we need some privacy and we need to bring something in he can't look at. Plain and simple.
I think that works.
That'd be suspicious, though.
Yeah. It's a little
And,
suspicious.
we could give him money.
Well, yeah, that usually
think we
solves
go with-
things.
I don't think we need to
Plain
bribe
plan.
him, but a little bit of honesty also never hurts if we just tell him.
So Ophelia,
We're
if you
now
go
carrying
first.
a wanted fugitive, or a wanted person.
We're not gonna tell him about Elduin, but we can say, Bernie, please, we need a bit of privacy. Can you please step out of the room for a bit and just have him step out so he can't see anything while we bring him in?
Alright, who's gonna go talk to Vernie?
I'm not very good at talking to other people. I'm just good at coming up with the ideas.
I could go. Anybody else
Have
want to go
Plank
with
do
me?
it.
Alright. So Vernie is sitting at his usual spot at the desk or front desk of the inn. As you head inside Clank, he says, oh, hey Clank, you're up late.
Yes, excitement. Vernie, I have a big favor to ask.
Yeah, sure.
We need some privacy to bring stuff through front door. Is there anything we could do? Is there anything in the back that you can give us 2 minutes to walk through?
Give me a persuasion check.
I'll use inspiration again.
Damn.
He says, well, that's a bit of an odd request. Why do you need privacy bringing something into the inn?
Oh, it's just something very special that we don't want many people see.
He says, well, I can keep a secret.
Yeah. We don't want to get you in trouble either.
Give me another persuasion check. He says, trouble? Would it get the inn in trouble to bring this in?
I don't think so.
Well,
Less people know better.
Can you at least give me a hint of what you're bringing in? Like, is it some kind of expensive wine, money?
Oh, a friend from far away. You know, like being seen.
This is like a fugitive or something?
I don't think so.
Give me another persuasion check at disadvantage.
Isn't that true though?
It's true, but it's extremely shady the way he's putting it. He says, "Well, you guys are the heroes of Chaur, I guess. I trust you. Sure, if there's something you don't want me seeing, I won't see it, but, just don't do anything that would endanger me or the inn, right?"
Absolutely.
He nods and says, "All right." And he is going to say, "Well, I'll go get a beer." He probably got about 5 minutes as he walks in the
Thank you,
back.
Vernon. And then I'll
Go.
to bring him in.
Alright. So you get Elduin into the inn, back up to his room, which was still paid for. Yeah, no issues. Is there anything else the group wants to do tonight?
Should we have Alduin in his room tonight?
I'm gonna watch Elduin just to be sure.
Maybe we should have him bunk with Gale tonight.
Cool.
Yep.
That's good with me.
Okay.
And there, no escape.
Dead Slayer, it's fine.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll say the evening passes at this point. You all did your upkeep payments, and it is now a new day.
Can I
Oh, and there's gonna be a whole conversation in the roleplay chat later.
go
Oh,
with the
boy.
church and use my influence to say that we're going to take care of the matter and that they should cease further investigations?
During the evening?
In the morning.
Oh. So yeah, there's still a bit of hubbub in the morning. You would see a bunch of people around the shrine kind of talking to each other. There's like wild rumors going around of one of the bodies possibly getting up and killing one of the priests. If you go inside, the clerics would come to you and say, thank goodness you're here, Ophelia. Were you able to find out what killed Father Vernon?"
Oh, we were indeed, and the problem is being dealt with currently as we're speaking.
Well, it's still you haven't dealt with it. What was it? And why did it also take Elduin's body? Were you able to recover that?
It still matters being looked into, but at least we can assure that Palor's guidance will guide us through these dark times. And for now, I think it's just better to focus on the safety of the town, and we can resolve this matter ourselves. And once it's resolved, we can fill you in completely about everything that's been going on.
Give me a persuasion check. I'll say I'll give you. Do you have any favors that you've acquired at the church? I forget.
I have the religious background, so I get favored any religious shrine, as well as I've been doing community service
Well,
the whole time I've been here.
The background one gets you, I think, room and board, right?
It's like a few things.
Well, can you here go ahead and link it? Let me see what it says.
Yeah.
So I think we've only done 2 days of downtime.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. You've only been here a little while. So yeah, give me a persuasion check. I will give you advantage though, because the town does like you right now. Okay, 13. Well, could you at least tell us a little bit more about what happened? You went chasing something into the night. What did you find?
We think something may have followed us from a crypt that was undead.
From a crypt? They all seem very concerned. So something came into town following your group back here, and that's what came and attacked us and stole the body?
Yes.
Give me a deception check.
It's true though, isn't it?
We carried it.
The intent is deception, even if parts of it are true. You're not telling them everything. So yeah, he gives you a little bit of a look. He says that seems like quite the tale.
Oh, it's been a crazy few days, but we're making sure we deal with the issue. We didn't tell anybody about it because these undead were already killing, farmers and people on the highways, and we were dealing with the problem, and we think just something might have followed us back, so we're gonna deal with that first and foremost.
Give me another deception check.
Oh my god!
Charisma dump stat. He just kind of nods and he says, "Well, all right. We might try to look into this at least a little bit. If there is something dangerous in town, we should probably figure out where it went and a way to deal with it. I don't want anyone else to be killed by some undead that may have come back from a crypt."
Oh, agreed. I think this problem should be dealt with as soon as possible.
He nods and says, "Well, good day to you, sister. We'll continue looking into it, and hopefully there's nothing that we have to fear."
Would I be
Taylor be with
able
you.
He nods.
to use my disguise kit to put together a disguise for Eldwin?
Yeah, sure. Give me a disguise kit check with the tools.
Intelligence, dexterity.
Probably intelligence. Intelligence or wisdom would be more like knowing what type of.
Hey.
Alright, so yeah, you actually do a pretty good job. I mean, Elduin is kind of like his physique is pretty hard to miss, but I'll say you get him kind of robed up and looking a little bit harder to pinpoint. So he just looks like some big dude, and you said you were doing robes, right? In the chat there. So yeah, he kind of looks like a big dude with a bunch of robes on. Though you would notice he, it looks a lot more gray now, which might be a little bit hard to hide if people can see his hands. But only if they're focusing on that. Otherwise, he just looks like a large, imposing figure.
He's basically Frankenstein.
Oh, I guess you could have put gloves on him. Yeah, sure. He's pretty well hidden. He has his hood and his gloves, and he's just a big guy with the robes and coverings.
Now we have two people in our group that are just constantly shrouded with Thal, now Eldwin.
Yeah.
Gale, you're next.
Yeah, it's like he's like a tall fowl, except he's wearing big gloves.
Yeah.
Bulkier too.
It's like Thal and mini Thal. Or yeah.
And a hop on the shoulder, like.
The robes of death. So yeah, you get him pretty disguised. You think at least for now this should keep people off the trail. So what does the group want to do?
Well, shall we go hunt down those, start a 3-day trek? Or just prepare for a 3-day trek?
I feel...
Shock says, well, it might be dangerous to stay in the town too long right now, especially if they are going to be looking for the killer of the priest. So, a trek to...
That might be
the
perfect time for us to go.
Exactly. It might... it'll be a few days to get there, and if you decide to come back, it'll be another few days, so at least it gives the town... or gives it time to cool down here.
Cool.
We'll send for you before we arrive, maybe through a crow or something, to let you know that you should meet us outside of town, and we can discuss before we come back in about how it's gone since we've left.
Well, I was planning to come with you. He says...
we would appreciate the company.
He says, if there's more bandits there, you'll need all the help you can get.
You start to see Eldwin just kind of mulling over depressingly about what all this thing is everything that's transpiring. Kind of like he's having a midlife crisis right now.
It's actually a post-life crisis. Get it right?
Okay.
Shock
yeah.
would pat you on the back, and he says, "You've been through a lot, my friend, but your friends are here to help you." He smiles.
No. I feel afraid of what I'd later become.
Shock nods.
We'll
He
keep
says,
an eye on you.
"And maybe in time we can figure out more about what's happened to you. Have you felt any more urges to attack or kill?"
So, out of character, would Elduin feel that kind of urge as he was resting while Gale was watching?
Currently you feel pretty normal.
Okay.
But you do, yeah, I think for your new class thing, or your new race thing, you do have to feed every now and then. Basically, you use your bite to suck life energy.
Go hunt some
Yep.
orcs.
Alright, so in character, not that I can think of. No,
He nods.
says nervously.
He says, "One thing I would ask, though, don't tell Melody that we're going. I don't want her to come with us. I'd rather she stay here and run her shop. So please just don't mention to her that you all are going, or that I'm going."
Very good.
Elduin
Maybe it
nods.
might be best that we just leave now then.
He says, "I would appreciate that. I need to get a few things, but other than that, I'm ready to go."
Cool. A few things. You're running by the marketplace or your own place?
This is from my room and from the marketplace. Whenever I go on a trip, I buy some extra provisions. I don't want to be caught without food.
We meet you over by the west gates in an hour.
He says, "In an hour, then. Do we want to..." He says, "What of your ally? Is she sending any help with you to the bandit base?" Wait, did you tell him that you had aligned with Cithril?
I think so.
Yes.
I think you did too.
Open.
So yeah, he says, is the Blood Hand going to send us any backup?"
I think not.
Do we want? Yeah, no. Do we want that? Do we need that?
We get less pay, I think she said.
Cool. Yeah. So let's just go ourselves.
He nods and says, "All right."
I'm gonna go with you to the marketplace, Shock.
Yeah, feel free to join me.
Me as well.
So you all can buy anything you want from the marketplace. It is currently probably 80% book price, with how the economy is not doing so well.
If I wanted to get like
80% book price or 120%?
80%, so it's cheaper.
it's cheaper. Cool.
So healing potions would be cheaper?
Healing potions, they don't actually have any right now, because the only one that sells healing potions is what's his name? Doru, and he does not have any more that he's made. So anything that is not healing potions.
It is a very slim chance, but Dagger of Venom?
Oh no, there's no magical items.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Downtime rules, like, it takes a week to look for a magical item in a very populated marketplace. You'd have to go to one of the cities, and even then, like, you just find random things. You couldn't look for a specific item. At least generally speaking. Like, buying or selling magical items is a whole downtime project to do.
Yeah. Then
Cool.
I got nothing.
How many rations do you think we need?
Actually, maybe.
Does any? Well, I think one of your people has. Is one of you an Outlander?
Somebody
One
just
outlander?
Elduin is an outlander, yes.
So I think Elduin can feed. What is it? 7 people, as long as you have access to the wilderness with Outlander.
Oh,
Cool.
cool.
so we've been using rations when we haven't had to.
But I might. I'm just. That's what I think it is. One of your abilities, Elduin, is that you can feed the group in the wild.
Let me just double check on that, and I'll get back to you guys. Hang on.
Yeah. Also, if you rest in town, you never have to use rations. It's just
Yeah.
if.
I think we have enough rations, right, Clank?
We have 34 rations. So that's about 6 days.
Days.
Yeah. So we can get another 30 if we want.
Probably be good just to have on hand. So we might as well.
Yes, with my background, I do have a feature called Wander. I'm not sure if it's on my Roll20 sheet, but I can't find food and fresh water for myself and up to 5 other people each day, provided
Okay.
that the land offers that stuff.
So you can feed everyone but Shock, basically. Because he would be.
That's fine.
He has his own food, though.
Can Gale actually buy 6 more vials?
Yeah, you could buy those at, like I said, 80% book price.
Oh, I'm gonna buy 2 vials as
The
well.
glass blower has several bottles and vials for sale.
So 80%. So that's 8 silver per vial.
Yeah, if it's usually gold, that would be 8 silver.
Yeah. So for 6, that is 5 gold or 8 divided by or times 6.
Math.
I know.
Fun maths.
0.8. 4 gold and 8 silver.
Alright, so you buy a couple of bottles. Anyone else buying anything?
Buying 2
I bought some
So,
tents.
sorry, you guys go ahead.
I was just saying I bought tents and rations.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you add some camping gear to help make the trip easier.
So quick question. After Elduin died, would he have lost his Great Axe +1 and everything else that he would have carried?
Yeah, I assume
would've
they
all
would have,
taken-
brought it back with them.
Okay.
So I'm assuming all your gear is still with you. They probably had it at the inn when they took your body, but now you probably could get it again.
Okay.
We give you your hand axes, not the magical axe yet.
Yeah, I don't
Good
know
idea.
if they trust you yet.
Ophelia pulls out the magic axe. She goes, "Well, I was saving this," and hands it to Elduin.
She pulls it out and immediately falls over because she has a strength of like 8, right?
And then
Yeah.
I just whispered to the group, for now, let's keep this hidden so we don't draw suspicion.
Yeah.
I'm already unique right now to these people with this disguise. I don't want them getting any weird ideas.
Well, Shock says, as I said, hopefully the trip can give us or give the town some time to forget about what happened, at least to some extent. Unfortunately, there is a rumor that you may have been the one who killed the priest. I've heard some of the townsfolk whispering it. That you came back to life and attacked him, which I assume is what happened. Though again, no one actually saw that happen, he says. It just is the only thing that makes sense.
Try to keep it that way then.
For once, someone doesn't think it's me.
Alright,
Elduin rolls his eyes.
so, yeah.
While everyone's doing that, I want to go see Doro real quick. Just to tell him, like, we're going to be leaving for a few days, say goodbye.
There is one more thing.
He says, oh, where are you headed?
We're going to go investigate the bandit camp, Doro.
Ah,
Yeah.
says, well, the best of luck to you, my friend. I hope you are able to find and solve whatever issues are causing these bandits to attack us.
Don't worry. We will get this done. Hopefully, we can stop these raids. And I'll give like a Doro a friendly grandpa hug. He's like, he kind of sees him as grandpa.
Oh, yes, thank you. He pats your back and says, we shall be fine here. Do whatever you must, and don't worry about the town. We will take care of ourselves. We always have.
All right, Doro. See you in a few days. Now just walk back to the group.
Yes, good journeys to you. All right, so the group is heading out into the wilderness.
Yeah, that is not worth it, and I doubt they'll even have it.
What's that?
I was gonna probably stop at the Blood Hand and see if they have any poisons, but
They are rogues and assassins. They might. But you also know that poison is pretty expensive.
yep, and that's why I say it is not cost effective.
Yeah, so you think it'll probably take about 3 days to get to the Iron Tide hideout. You do have an ally who can get you food, so that makes it a little bit easier. But I need some people to pathfind. Pathfinders, basically, up to 2 of you can make survival checks doing that.
I got a
All
plus
right.
3. I don't know if somebody can match. I've also been rolling shit today.
Everyone
plus
will
4.
roll for survival.
Another...
Yeah, well,
Okay, so the 2 of you. Another role that you can have is someone to scout, which basically helps you avoid encounters, or if you do have encounters, to not be surprised by them. Scouting takes stealth and perception.
I can do the stealth part.
Stealth is probably a little bit more important because you don't want to be caught out unaware. But perception is good too because that helps you notice danger before it gets to the party.
Yeah, I can do stealth.
I'll go with Clank and do the scouting.
Okay, so the 2 of you are kind of off in the front working together. All right. The group
Ophelia,
begins.
what's your perception?
Plus 5.
And Elduin, what's your survival?
Currently, survival, it's I just rolled 21.
You have a plus 4.
Passive plus, so 18.
Yeah.
And Gale, what about you?
For perception, I get a plus 4.
What about survival?
My survival is a plus 4 as well.
Alright, so the trip isn't actually too bad. Going through the plains, you would encounter a lot of animals, but in general, they avoid such a large gathering of humans. Nothing encounters you that
2 humans.
causes issue. And as the 3rd day is passing, let's see. So it is morning on the 3rd day as you... Or sorry, wait. It is afternoon on the 2nd day because you rolled pretty well in survival, so you make some good time. It's afternoon on the 2nd day when you approach a suspicious-looking area of the plains. Let's see. You would see large hills/mountains in the distance to the north. And what looks like an area that has been trodden upon quite a bit, almost like some sort of path through the grass, like a natural path formed by people, or humanoids at least, walking over this multiple times. You think you might be getting close to where the bandit base is, because the map did show mountains like this. You can't see them now, but they're about in this position. Each of these squares is about 1,000 feet, so this is a pretty large area. You'd guess the mountains are about 7,000 feet away from you to the north. Shock says, I think it would be good if we're close to establish some kind of base of operations, someplace well hidden in the area. That's just my my thought, though.
Can we scout somewhere out?
Oh, and it's not nighttime, so you could see clearly.
Eldwin, do you see any direction we should go?
We roll a survival check. Or
So it is the 7th of fall right now at about 2 p.m. Yeah, so if you want to find an area that is secluded, it would be probably survival or stealth. And again, up to 2 of you can work together to make those rolls.
Eldwin will roll for a survival.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh.
Apparently his undeadness is paying off. So
Oh,
You start to see
Let's
Eldwin
focus.
just like somehow just without recognizing just look towards a certain way
sniff the
as if
air.
he's being guided somehow.
Yeah, so you find an area over here that has a nice little configuration of hills that sort of could be used to hide the group from anyone up north of you. This might be the perfect place to set up a small camp. Although campfires would still be risky at night, it would make it much harder for anyone to the north to see you.
Cool. Set up.
Alright, so you establish a campsite. And after that, what does the group want to do?
Can we can't see their base yet, can we?
No, but you think it is somewhere to the north of the mountains ahead of you.
Alright. Should we send out a small scouting party?
Small means 6 of us. 5, 6 of us.
By small, I mean probably 2.
Scouts.
Not the entire group.
Just some people.
I can do that.
Can my familiar come in handy?
Yeah.
Actually,
I
the
bet
familiar
it
is probably the best.
Well, if you want, you can send your familiar up 100 feet to get a better view of the area.
Yeah, I could do that.
Because you would have to look through its eyes, which you can only do up to 100 feet away, but being higher up would give you a lot more information.
Alright, I'll do that. I'll send him up to
Alright,
see.
so you send your familiar up, getting a better idea of the surrounding area. So there are hills to the north of you, which then turn into mountainous areas as well. You would also notice towers, which you can't normally see, but with your familiar up there, and here I'll give you a couple of vantage points. Wait. So you would see there is a tower over here. You can't see who's inside it because it's a little far away. Mountains kind of in this area. So I'll just kind of reveal them with the second party token. And another tower over here. So those are kind of the things you see from being very high up with your familiar.
I like our fucked up Mickey Mouse.
I'd say it's more mini because it's got the little bow tie on top.
Oh, I thought you meant because of the fat ass.
Kind of Minnie Mouse to you now.
She's
Alright.
bending over, looking away from us. Don't worry.
No comment.
Okay. Oh boy, here we go.
Well,
Very nice.
maybe we observe for a day or so just to see general movements, find a good place to hide.
How about we just scout this area, see what's around here, and get to know the
Huh.
layout.
Yeah.
For the plains.
Alright. Well, we could definitely work on that, but we are kind of towards the end of the session, so we might want to pick that up next time.
Cool.
If we want to end here and do MVP votes. As the group gets ready to explore this new bandit area and try to figure out what is going on with the Iron Tide.
I think we know. We know who's getting it, alright?
No, please don't. I've won too many times. I feel like somebody else should get it.
So don't do the pity vote.
Don't do this.
I'll take an honorary mention.
Well, I got 3 votes, which are all Elduin, so Elduin, you're MVP.
Okay.
Because there's only 5 of you. So, yeah, you win by default.
Fair enough.
Yeah, good job, everyone. Got a little crazy in the middle there, but luckily
Yeah,
we
to say the
recovered.
least. Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
interesting
Thank
now.
you for the session.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Gale is now very, very suspicious of Elduin.
Which is
Happy to have
understandable.
Is he?
Dude,
Happy to have his
Ophelia's-
friend back, but at the same time, very, very suspicious. Seeing that
Ophelia's
you are now
super
technically an
same.
undead.
Because, dude, she's fucking, like, ready to fucking smite him down if he does something fucked up.
Wait until you
So
see
we'll
the
see how it
combat.
goes.
Then you'll wait until we do combat.
Like, if I see you fuck up, like, an innocent life, though, like, I want to be like, oh, no, it's my friend Elduin. But it's like, I'm, like, also like, ah, he's half undead. Fuck, Paylor's telling me I have to.
Yep. No. Seeing that something, Gale was able to track you a little easier, so he knows something's not quite right.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. You
Wow.
probably know that he's part undead now.
Mhm. You see, undead drag their feet just slightly more than the living. So, by this evaluation, Elduin's part undead.
He has no
All
pulse,
right, gents.
therefore he half dead.
Elduin,